The traditional lands of the Yorta people are in northern Victoria and southern New South Wales, around the Murray and the Goulburn rivers, from roughly Echuca in the west to roughly Albury in the east. Following the Mabo decision in 1992 and the Native Title Act in 1993, the Yorta people claimed considerable public waterways and lands in that area. The case was intended to test the boundaries of native title, because at the time, neither Indigenous groups nor the government really understood how the law was going to work. It was all too new. The question in this case was how the court would recognise the continuing observation of traditional law and traditional culture in an area where there had been extensive changes in land use since 1788. Would the court allow for the fact that under those circumstances, culture and its observance is inevitably going to change and evolve? At first instance, Justice Olney said no. His Honour said, "The common law can, by reference to the traditional laws and customs of an Indigenous people, identify and protect the native rights and interests to which they give rise. However, when the tide of history has washed away any real acknowledgement of traditional law and any real observance of traditional customs, the foundation of native title has disappeared. A native title which has ceased with the abandoning of laws and customs based on tradition cannot be revived for contemporary recognition. Once traditional native title expires, the Crown's radical title expands to a full beneficial title, for then there is no other proprietor than the Crown." On appeal to the High Court, the majority took the same view. It is inevitable that the structure and practices of those Aboriginal communities and their members will have undergone great change since European settlement. Nevertheless, because what must be identified is possession of rights and interests under traditional laws and customs, it is necessary to demonstrate that the normative system out of which the claimed rights and interests arise is the normative system of the society which came under a new sovereign order when the British Crown asserted sovereignty, not a normative system rooted in some other different society. So any cultural practices which had evolved since 1788 could not form a basis for native title. The question of how to demonstrate continued cultural association with land remains heavily contested to this day.